of what you're working with. I believe that works well. We have all that we need. The rotation, if you don't put the rotation, you will have this to be just like a normal text. It will not be slanted. So you put rotation because if we don't put rotation here, you can imagine how this is going to be overlapping, right? It's going to be very pretty bad. So that is the essence of rotation. That's just aside, and I believe it's going to help. So here you have your practice challenge. You can decide to go over these and just try your own total quantity sold by city. Just use what we did earlier on, but this time you're going to use total quantity sold instead of average price. So total quantity sold is telling us to get the sum, right? Yeah, we are looking for the sum at that point. Now let's move to Seaborn. Seaborn is just like a matplot library, but this one makes statistical charts much more easier to create. So what makes a visualization statistical? So sometimes we need to get some of these extra statistical analysis or statistical calculation on our chart. So Seaborn helps us with that. It gives us on a box plot, we can usually have an outlier on our bar plot. On our bar chart, we can usually have a standard deviation that it's going to chart, help us to bring out. So the essence of this is like this makes the addition of statistical components into our chat. That's Seaborn for you. So quickly, let's just go on this thing together, and let's start with the box plots. So it's pretty much almost the same thing as matplot library. You see, we have data, it's got to data here, and we have X is product and Y is price per kg. So for box plot, we are trying to what we are trying to say is compare the categories with the price. So like we said earlier on, box plot compares categorical data with what? Compares it with a numeric data. Let me see where we get that the other time. Uh, Bar charts, histogram scatter plots. Okay, so if we have, I think we did that in the other class. So when we want to compare multiple categories with a single numeric, uh, so you use uh, box plot, and it gives you a very quick insight on what is happening. So another thing you can do is with this guy is you can set the color. Uh, We call it palette. Palette is a standard color. So here you have it. And you can just put another color. I think I like this the most. This guy the most. It's the best for me. It looks very pretty calm and not too too colorful. Yeah. So here we have a box plot. The main box plot that holds the data, the x-axis, the y-axis. So we have the x-axis, the data source here, the x-axis, the y-axis, and the palette saturation. You still have different things. You can increase the width. I just trust you can go in here and play around, get some error and debug it. So this is pretty much like what we have on Matplot library. As you can see, we have a rotation here, the label and the label and the title, you know. So all these things you can make some adjustment based on what you have. So let's just look at bar plot here as well. So we definitely have the same method here, you know. You have the label, you have the data source. What's your data source? What's your X? What's your Y? And everything like that. So here is just showing our bar chart with a beautiful color here. So also we have heat map. Heat map is, we already talked about heat map in the last class, but we can also see it here again. We established our numeric column because we want to compare numeric value with numeric value. So here we have a heat map. You can go over here, and here we have a peer plot. I think this is a lot for us for now, but if you want to dive deep, there's no problem. Uh, for the core purpose of this class, I think I should just go over, I should go, not go over it right now. So now you have a practice, you can decide to use, you can try to use a violin plot here. Uh, Try and run it and see how you are performing. So this is basically what you're going to use. Violin plot data, X, Y, and you'll be able to get your chart. So story